I'll wait for a few people to join while I walk up the hill and hopefully catch my breath so I can talk. So I'm just in West Kelowna. Came here yesterday, kind of waiting on the story on my truck and my rental. So anyways, my truck is done. So the turbo, turned out the turbo was fine. Was the DEF, so it came to about $6,000, and the truck's ready to be picked up tomorrow. Well, it was ready yesterday. So I'm gonna fly back to Calgary. Natasha Porter is gonna pick me up at 7:30 tomorrow morning. Thank you, Natasha. She was the former mayor of Uptown. It gradually was handed over to Chris and I, and we eventually moved Uptown to downtown. So, anyways, so she'll pick me up at the airport tomorrow, take me over to Tower Dodge. I'll pick up my truck and head back to West Kelowna, because then the farmers' protest is on the 22nd, is on Saturday, out of West Kelowna, or out of by Peachland, I think. So that's where I'll be. If there's a change, then Daisy will probably let us know. So but we will go wherever it's the most effective. So, and it's a beautiful area over here where we're at. Although this morning Phoenix chased after a coyote right around here, and then I tried to chase after Phoenix. So, but it's an amazing country we live in, right? Very beautiful country. Slowly being destroyed by our government, I think. Right? Not slowly anymore. They're kind of speeding things up, I think. Right? 90,000 refugees a month is not helping Canadian kids get a job, go to school, right? There will be no jobs for anybody, right? So, just walking by some people on the trail. Okay, keep going, Phoenix. Hi. Yep. So, anyways, we're going to do a little walk. So tomorrow morning, like I said, I'll be in Calgary for 7:30 in the morning. Natasha will pick me up. I'm going to have to swing by Paul Beaugrand's place and pick up some of my second part of an order that I never picked up 2 weeks ago. So I'll get that. And Spark is slowly coming along. She takes up the rear, has our 6. So, but yeah, so run back to Calgary, go get my truck at Tower on McLeod Trail. I don't want to spend a lot of time in Calgary because I'm going to try to get home to, because I'll be trying to get home to her Right, Phoenix? And a spark. So, I'm just going to take a bit of a long day, and they'll sit at home. Or they'll sit with their Auntie Melissa and Roy. And maybe Uncle Jeff will call while they're there and say hi to them for me. But, so we'll get the truck and head back. So, anybody need a lift going west out of Calgary, going to Kelowna-ish, Vernon-ish, let me know. All right, and yeah, so that should be it. And then just seeing how we move forward, right? Chris and I, we're going to eventually, possibly, we'll head back east. So take him back. Maybe we'll get the fancy Starlink thing to put on the roof of our vehicle like the RCMP had, right? Everybody's dream. So we'll get that. Maybe we'll get the Insta360 camera out. We're going to get that out for the farmers' protest on Saturday. So, and then see what happens. But quite a beautiful area in here. I love walking here with Spark and Phoenix. It's probably about a 45-minute walk that we do. So, just a short 500, 300 meters beside the highway, beside the road kind of. But, hey Chris, I haven't really looked at too many names. Carrie. Yeah, so we'll get that sorted. My one power cord, it got half cut, so, or maybe it got bitten. I don't know. But I got to get a new Starlink cord, power cord, preferably one then to plug into the truck. And a little upgrade. So we'll change the camera around so you're not listening to me suck wind. I might have gained a little bit of fitness over the last 6 weeks from from walking up and down the mountain. And it's you know, it's a lot, right? It'll be 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks ago tomorrow, right? So, yep. It's very hard to believe that happened in our country, right? And they kept everybody on the road for them to hear it, right? That, in my opinion, was the RCMP and the CFIA rubbing it in their faces, right? That's our justice system, right? When they don't listen to the people, then they're not there for the people, are they? When conservatives vote for somebody in Nova Scotia and then, or, you know, people get them elected as a conservative and then they walk across the floor, they've stopped caring about the people a long time ago, right? They don't even care about your votes, I don't think, anymore, because they're bringing in 90,000 people to vote for them every month. So, you know, but that's that. And for anybody that went to the farm, visited the farm, seen how the government operated at the farm, right? It was unlike anything you'll have ever seen, right? When it's like, well, I thought that was a law. I thought this was that. Nah, man. They did what they wanted, right? And the whole system's slowly showing itself, right? For what it really is, right? Yeah. So, anyways, on that, because I'm too busy trying to watch where I'm walking and not look at the comments. Yep, very much corrupt, eh, Jacqueline? You know, they, God only knows, but, you know, when they did all that, when they didn't care that you could put the pictures out there, almost, you know, no, it's a fucking very, very sad world, very sad country that we're currently in, and all the countries and their madness, right? In the UK, getting arrested for saying shit online, right? So all of that is to then take away all your rights, right? When you can't say anything, we no longer have a voice, right? When they've taken that away, when you can't protest, when you can't try to hold your government accountable, right? When they lock you down, or they fight you in court, so you can't fight them any longer. They do all this, right? They have unlimited resources from the people, right? That's where they have unlimited resources. So, really, people got to say enough's enough, and say, time for you to answer. Time for you to be accountable. What have you done with our money? Right? Really, you gave it to the Ukraine, or you laundered it so you could put money in your own bank account, right? Yeah. You know, and just to say about the pictures, right? Now, I don't know how long I went up the mountain, how many times, how long, what space of time, say, but, you know, I went up there for weeks, right? And you're taking pictures of the birds, right? Getting a count, getting shocked that the numbers are going down, right? You go and you give a memory stick with the pictures, stuff stating everything, and they didn't really want it, right? They didn't want it because they're not going to do nothing. They weren't going to do nothing with it, right? But, you know, you do all that, and then really, in the end, it's the final pictures. It was the pictures at the end that shocked the world more, right? Right, the way they did it, how just fucking cruel, animal cruelty, right? They fucking gunned them down all fucking night, right? And then still had more to shoot in the morning that weren't alive, or that were still dying, right? What kind of fucking cruelty, right? What kind of cruelty that was perpetrated by the RCMP and the CFIA and the Canadian government, right? And the Supreme Court, we can't forget them, right? So they're more concerned about pronouns than saving lives, right? Because it's not about saving lives, it's about taking them now. And that's why we have MAID, and that's why we have all the calling, right? just, you know, whatever. Yeah, very horrific, right? I just, right, and we really, the pictures were whatever it was to get the attention of the world to what just happened, to what the Canadian government just did to a family farm, right? Farm, family farm. Not to be confused with an organized crime family because of the resources they brought to fucking bear. You would think it was, right? You would think a lot of things, right? Instead of a bunch of grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, all there trying to save the lives of these beautiful birds, right? Which the government cruelly gunned down in a massacre protected by the RCMP, right? Right, if you really want to add injury to insult, have your national police force ensure that nobody fucking stops it, right? Ensures that, you know, anybody that was there trying to save the birds, that they could be charged for other things, right? And that being said, that was the original reason that I went up the mountain, right? Was the fact that they had drone footage to say they wanted a count. And the RCMP said that they would be happy to open the investigation, but just so that you know that the drone pilot would be subject to a fine, which I think then was $1,000, right? So they said, we'll be happy to open the investigation, but that person will be liable to be fined. So then we said, I'll go up the mountain. I'll give my name, or we'll give my name with the pictures, with the count, and it'll have been done legally, and they'll have no recourse. So we did it several times, but that was just a ploy to find somebody $1,000, obviously. So, right, I didn't even get a, anyways, but, so, I'll see what time I get out of Calgary tomorrow, and then, may stop in Vernon. I may swing by the farm first, all depends, but I got my, 2 puppies that will be waiting for me. Hey, Spark. And Phoenix, of course. So, now that I'm second wind on that part, I'll catch my breath. But anyways, so I'll do a live tomorrow morning. Probably when I link up with Natasha, we'll do a live and go from there. And then I'll pick up my truck. Anybody in Calgary? Anybody got anything to send out? Let me know. All right, so take care. Once again, what a beautiful country we live in, right? Filled with beautiful people, like at the farm, right? So we will let you go, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning from Calgary. And then we'll talk to you later at the farm and at the farmers' protest in Kelowna. All right, love you all. Take care, and see you soon somewhere along the road. You got my number. Let me know if I'm driving by you. All right, love you. Take care. Stay safe. Keep the family and in your prayers. Keep Dave, keep Karen, keep Katie, all of them, Allison, all of them from the farm in your prayers. So they've still got a long road ahead, but they'll do it with a lot of people behind them. So love you all. Take care and stay safe. And see you on the road somewhere. Yeah. If I'll try to get in and see Rudy and give him a hug, maybe. I'll check and see whereabouts he when he's getting out. So thanks for that, whoever had mentioned that. Good night, Rich. Mary. Good night, Nancy. Charlene Porter. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. For those people that remember that, for the Waltons, right? So, yeah, we'll let you go, and you have a good night. All right, take care, stay safe, love you all. Bye.